Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker has very special energy. She's the leading sustainability expert at Elun Kanat. She'll be talking, sustainability, and she has a very provocative title. She says, "I don't care about your sustainability report," and all the way from Vallila, Suvi Auvinen. Boy, yeah.
Hi, I'm Suvi. I'm an activist, author, and leading sustainability specialist at Helsinki-based consultancy Elun Kanat. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care about your sustainability report. But why would I make that statement? And why should you listen to me? Well, this is me, 12 years ago, squatting a house. I come from a pretty hardcore activist background. I have fought for equality, anti-racism, animal rights. Actually, you can pretty much name any cause, and I have fought for or against it. And I'm still trying to right wrongs, save what can be saved. But during the last decade, my tools have evolved. For me, being a sustainability specialist is one form of activism. It's a direct continuum from squatting and demonstrations. And as alien as I still sometimes feel in the business world, I want to work with companies because I truly believe they hold an amazing opportunity to shape the world for the better. And they have the means to make changes fast. I want to push companies towards more ambitious sustainability actions because the world is facing wicked problems and we are running out of time. As I have worked with our clients, I have identified the core of the problem. We talk a lot about sustainability. We talk about sustainability so much that the word sustainability means nothing anymore. We don't need more sustainability talk. We need more actions. And let me break it to you, only writing a report does not count as an action. At the moment, companies put a lot of time, effort, and money in their sustainability reports. But the people, your customers, the media, your stakeholders, let alone the activists, don't really get excited about them. But why is that? Well, let's examine a typical sustainability report. It's a PDF on a company's website. And on the cover, an image of a hand holding the globe, or maybe a tiny plant, right? And the title, and these are all real-life examples, by the way. The title is one of these. We drive change in value chain. Sustainability for all. Care for the people, care for the earth, or any combination of these. And the reaction you usually get from the people is this. People don't get excited about sustainability reports because they are not unique. They are neither concrete nor illustrative of the inspiring actions the companies actually might be doing. So that is why I don't care about your sustainability report, because I care about what you actually do, and I cannot see it in the report. So companies had a pretty good run. Until recently, you could still opt out and just do business without paying much attention to the effects this had on the planet or the people. Well, those days are gone. Now, people expect a lot from the companies, as we should. The past few years really put us through the mill. As we are slowly recovering from a pandemic, we now turn to face a recession and war in Europe. And in addition to all of this, we are grappling with climate crisis and biodiversity collapse. So, yeah, Because we are facing such major crises, companies have to take a stand. For companies to survive, you have to save the world first. And that is why sustainability is no longer an option, it's a must. In our agency study, we found out that 77% of Finns think that companies should take part in solving the world's problems. And it's not only your customers' opinion. 71% of the workforce thinks that people should refuse to work for unethical companies. As Rachel Botsman has pointed out in previous Nordic Business Forums, we now live in a world where the level of trust is falling. People trust governments and media less and less, but for some reason, people still trust companies. And I'm not sure what to think about that. Now I would like to urge each one of you, both watching from home and here at Helsinki studio, to think about a few questions. Whether you're the CEO of a company or you work in a company, think about this. What does your company do to earn that trust? Are you really worth to be trusted more than governments and media? And if not, is there something that you could do about it? It's so important to ask yourselves these questions, for your stakeholders are also thinking about them. Because even though people say they trust businesses, recent numbers from Edelman Trust Barometer reveal us that people feel businesses are failing them in some of the major crises, from climate crisis to economic inequality. So let's recap. People trust companies and expect them to stand up for something. And on the other hand, businesses are failing people's expectations. Well, there's a contradiction here. Now, what causes this contradiction? People don't understand what companies are doing to address the world's problems, because no one is going to go to your company.com/sustainability and read a goddamn PDF. And that is still the only line of communication on sustainability for so many companies. In today's world, each one of us, including the companies, have only three options. You can either lead the change, follow those who lead, or get out of the way. And if you picture your business just existing in 10 years' time, you have to be one of the leaders. And the only way to lead is through action. But let's pause here for a moment. If I'm saying that we, the people, don't care about your sustainability report, how are we going to know that you are doing anything? And if we, the people, don't know that you are doing anything, how are we supposed to know that you are one of the leaders? Well, you have to do something worth noticing and get others to tell about it on your behalf. If I haven't seen your actions on the traditional or social media, I won't know that you are doing anything. And you will end up as a talking point if you do something that people will understand, something that gets them excited, and something that inspires more actions. And it's not going to be easy. If it were, everyone would be doing it already. But it will pay off. Because brands that are considered meaningful, such as Patagonia or Nike or Tesla, grow at least 2 times faster than the rest. Why? Because we, the people, are willing to pay more for brands that take a stand. So I have a suggestion for all of us right now. I suggest that we say goodbye to meaningless sustainability reports and empty sustainability talk. And I suggest that instead we embrace activism. I invite each one of you to become corporate activists. The Corporate Activist Club only has 2 rules. The first rule of corporate activism: do something that really matters and is truly worth noticing. The second rule of corporate activism: tell everyone about your actions and inspire them to follow. That will get people excited. And you will need help in order to succeed in this. And sometimes the help can come from a place or person you least expect. Don't be afraid of the activists. Become ones yourselves. Whether the person advising you looks like this or like this, it shouldn't matter. Listen to people who demand a lot from you because they truly care about what you do. Listen to people outside your social circle because their perspective might cover your blind spots. And tonight, I would like to leave you with an inspiring quote from a great thinker who has meant a lot to me, the Nintendo quit screen. Everything not saved will be lost. So go out there, activists, and start saving. Thank you so much for having me.
Suvi Auvinen! Wonderful. We really cared about that. Thank you so very, very much.
It was not a PDF.
It was not a PDF, it was a PowerPoint, but a live person.
Yeah.
A wonderful live person at that. Would our jury members have a question? We thought we would take turns. We have a jury member who, thank you so much, Hans. Yes, please, go ahead.
Not everybody can be that bad. Do you have an example of a company or a recent action that you thought, okay, these guys are getting it, or these girls are getting it?
Yeah, actually, one company from Finland actually comes to mind really easily, Biolan, which is one of the most, one of the biggest, how do you say it, mold, growth,
Earth,
suppliers. And the whole industry is based on peat. And we all know that peat is really bad for the climate and for the planet and for the people. So this company, whose entire production is based on peat, just made a pledge to get rid of peat entirely as the first company, at least in Finland, maybe in the whole European Union, because they figured out that, okay, we just cannot continue in our old ways. And I think if a company can do that in an industry where their whole production is based on something not sustainable, then any of us should be able to do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What
Thank
an
you.
inspiring talk. Thank you. Kiitoksia. Wow.